This is Kristen Platts from My Ag Life, and we're here at a water recharge day hosted by American Pistachio Growers. And we're here with Joe Coelho. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with APG, Joe?
Yeah, sure. I'm the director of sustainability and member outreach. And short story is that I meet with growers, assess their pain points, derive solutions, and where applicable, I can lean into what would otherwise be described as sustainable practices, among other things. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay, and APG brought you on within the last couple of years.
Here.
The last year, okay. So you're just about a year into this, working on sustainable issues for the pistachio industry. And today's event is very much about water recharge and water issues when it comes to sustainability. And you guys partnered a little bit here with Sustainable Conservation. Can you just talk a little bit about what this program was about today?
Yeah, when I have these grower meetings, the first pain point that's always presented are water woes, right? As you could probably imagine. So there's a huge demand for water education, water outreach. And this today was third of its kind in terms of water education days we put on in partnership with Sustainable Conservation and my good friend Rogel Rogers over there. The idea is the goals of the 3 days were to further on-farm recharge and to promote healthy soil practices.
And Rogel talked today, and he was talking about how there's still a significant overdraft happening. And we're in the SGMA world now, like it's here. So what kind of things did you hear today in regards to SGMA that you think are important takeaways?
Yeah, sure. It's not a new story that we've been significantly overdrawing our aquifer. Today's meeting is in north of Fresno, so representing Madera, Merced, Chowchilla, etc. And they have a very nuanced system that is also overdrafted significantly. So we heard that echoed again. We heard also, though, some paths to implementation of certain recharge projects. We heard testimonies from growers and what they're doing to otherwise exist in this landscape now that's not going away. And then we wrapped the whole thing up with a panel with a dynamic group, including our political representation and Assemblywoman Soria on her commitment to fight for us. And she really listened to not just the questions that were asked by the growers in the audience, but she also got really great feedback from the irrigation districts, from the GSA representatives, from water attorneys, and so on. So not only were we trying to ultimately deliver some educational content on the how, the what, the why you need to recharge water, but we're also trying to put people together, especially in front of our representatives, so that they can hear from a collective group that we're here, we're trying to be our best to be resilient, and this is a real effort toward that. Yeah, those are my main takeaways.
Outreach was mentioned in several of the presentations today, and the Assemblywoman mentioned that too. It is important for people to be present at meetings, be present at the SGMA meetings, and be present for the people who are making the decisions at the Capitol for us. So I think that this was an opportunity for some of that to happen, to have the Assemblywoman in front of everyone today. But it reaches beyond this. There are more opportunities probably for growers to get in front of people.
I would say, too, that it was pointed out in there that there's been lots of failures of outreach. And not only have there been failures in outreach, there have been failures on the grower end in terms of us attending meetings where people are creating the pathway to our future. It was pointed out by Arshdeep Singh that, Arshdeep mentioned the same thing, that he's in a group. He's the only grower in the entire room. Him and I were actually in one of these things. There were two growers in the entire thing, but everybody's talking about our future without hearing from the key stakeholders. But Stephanie from Madera County also mentioned that she goes to GSA meetings and there's no one there. And that's a problem. And so today was in part kind of a call to arms, like for our growers to begin to attend these things on your behalf, on your future's behalf as well.